to take a dip into weddings because Jennifer Lawrence told Robert De Niro to leave her wedding, but maybe not in the way you think. Because back in 2019, Jennifer was getting ready to marry her now husband, Cook Mahoney, and he is actually the director, not of a film, but of the New York City's Gladstone Gallery. Picture this, you're at your wedding reception, a list of A-list celebrities, family, and friends are all there, and even your future in-laws. All of them are anticipating your wedding. But as you realize the weather was not what is considered desirable, you begin to stress and worry about your guests, because this is exactly what happened to Jennifer. And she even admitted it was hard to enjoy herself as she was so stressed about her guests and how they were feeling and if they were having fun. But it wasn't just her guests' entertainment she was worried about, because she was also afraid of her guests being cold. And every time she would ask her friends, they would lie and reassure Jennifer nobody's cold and everything's fine. That's great that she had friends that were there to de-stress her, but her mom, on the other hand, definitely didn't say the same. In fact, her mom told her it was freezing, and even Jennifer's grandma almost passed away because of the cold temperature. Well, that's at least what her mom said. I think that would honestly cause me to... Just kidding, but not really. How would you react if your mom said that? I think it's funny after the event, but at the moment, I'm probably gonna cry and ruin my makeup. Some of these celebrity guests included Adele, Amy Schumer, Kris Jenner, Emma Stone, and of course, Robert De Niro. She actually co-starred in several films with the actor, but he was particularly causing Jennifer to stress, but not on purpose. It was during rehearsal dinner when she noticed Robert, who didn't know anybody, wandering around. And instead of ignoring the situation, Jennifer's brain quickly took action as she immediately thought this wasn't what Robert wanted to be doing, and that she didn't even want him there. That's when Jennifer went over to him and said, "You need to leave." Okay, that's maybe not how it exactly went, because she just whispered, "Go home," and also added he was nice. In fact, he actually talked to her parents and was polite, but she insisted on him leaving. And after he left, she shared how she genuinely felt better. And if you're like, well, this is old news, it's from 2019, to that I say, Jennifer just recently revealed this, okay? It was during the 2024 Golden Globes, where she walked the red carpet wearing a simple, yet flattering, very deep blue velvet Dior gown. It was during her red carpet interview with E! News when she shared this funny little wedding moment. While chatting, Jennifer also noted that being a bride is awful. That's even more motive for me too. Okay, at this point I think I'm not really joking. That wasn't the only thing that captured the public's attention, because Jennifer made a joke that was captured on the Golden Globe cameras that many say was funnier than Joe Coy's entire monologue that night. When the award for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Comedy or Musical was being announced, Jennifer mouthed while looking into the cameras, "If I don't win, I'm leaving." Maybe Jennifer's gonna... Okay, no more bride running away clips. Jennifer was nominated for her performance in the film No Hard Feelings, which I personally watched and loved. It was really funny to me, and she's a great actress. For those of you who watched the film, did you enjoy it? Unfortunately, she didn't win that category, but instead of leaving like she said she would, her facial expression said it all when Emma Stone won the Golden Globe for her performance in Poor Things. Emma and Jennifer are actually really close friends, so she immediately stood up and cheered when Emma's name was announced. The other nominees in this category were Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple, Natalie Portman for May December, Alma Poisey for Fallen Leaves, and I apologize in advance for mispronunciation, and of course Margot Robbie for Oppenheimer, I mean Barbie. And at the Golden Globes after party, she decked out in a velvet gold maxi dress, which included a high cowl neckline, and to stay warm, unlike her wedding guests, paired it with a long velvet coat, which had cheetah print and was lined with a light brown collar. And let's not forget accessories, because she topped it off with a simple black clutch, and her husband Cook even joined her as he wore a black tux, white dress shirt, and black bow tie. He matched her clutch, and she matching gold teeth, queen. Bad comparison, but anyways, did you know this was also Jennifer's first Golden Globe since 2016? That's 8 years ago when she wore a vibrant red Dior dress to claim the award for Best Actress for her work in the film Joy. She actually has discussed why she took some break from acting years ago. After she starred in several of the Hunger Games films, which started in 2012, she was a very busy lady as she released multiple films every single year up until 2018. And this made her the highest paid female actor for 2 years in a row. 2015, and 2016. But this didn't mean she was only seen in films, because each movie has its own press tour, and that meant Jennifer was everywhere. Almost as everywhere as this weird thing that people all over the world have been finding in their drink. Just take a look for yourself. So scary. Okay, sorry, I was not gonna pass up my opportunity to use the Josh Hutcherson meme, especially when we're talking about his fellow Hunger Games co-star. Anyways, because she was everywhere, people began to express how they were tired of seeing her, and by 2019, the public kinda tore her apart. So much so that she stopped acting. And for the next 2 years, she was almost completely out of the public eye as she did not appear in a single movie. But when she did return in 2021, she told fans why she felt like she needed to disappear. It turns out it wasn't just the public that was sick of her, because Jennifer even said she was sick of herself. Same girl, not sick of you, but sick of myself. That's when she shared with Vanity Fair during her comeback interview that it got to a point where she couldn't do anything right. She gave examples of the criticism, like when she walks down the red carpet, people would say, why didn't she run? And she also talked about how she was people pleasing for the majority of her life, and working made her feel like nobody could be mad at her. But eventually felt like she reached a point where people were knocked by her existence. Obviously, I don't know how she personally feels, but as an outsider, we see public figures always having this discussion. The public is quick to change opinions and have strong feelings, and it's not always as easy to ignore as it sounds. But I'm so glad she's gotten back into the game, because with a film like No Hard Feelings, she's really working it. In fact, in a new interview with Variety, Josh Hutcherson revealed the recent messages Jennifer and him shared. No need to hold your mouse over the exit button. I'm not gonna bring that meme up again. I'm not even gonna think about it. When Five Nights at Freddy's came out, which is a film based on Scott Cawthon's video game starring Josh Hutcherson himself, yeah, you're really safe this time, Jennifer actually texted him and shared exciting news that his movie was #1 at the box office, and hers was #1 on Netflix. And he expressed how he loves her and their friendship is still so strong. If they can beat the Hunger Games together, they can dominate the film industry and even world. And this wasn't the only time Hunger Games was mentioned recently, because when Jennifer was promoting No Hard Feelings last year, she said she would be 100% interested in playing Katniss again if the opportunity ever presented itself. But I'm about to break some of your hearts, because the big scary bosses behind the franchise shut down this possibility. Nina Jacobson, who is a film producer behind all the Hunger Games movies, including the 2023 film, told Yahoo Entertainment that although she loves Katniss, she thinks her story is complete, and added that the author Suzanne Collins herself felt like the story was complete, but did say that if that changes and Suzanne has something she wants to say that involves Katniss, she would be thrilled, which ultimately means that it's unlikely fans will see Josh and Jennifer as Katniss and Peeta anytime soon. But just because the Hunger Games chances are looking down, fans are staying optimistic as they are real-life friends and would make the perfect leads in a romantic comedy movie. And to that I say, take my money, literally I will do anything for that. Well, when she's not filming, walking the red carpet, or taking part in the Hunger Games, she is actually a mom if you didn't know. Cook and her welcomed their son Sai back in February of 2022, and his name was inspired by Cook's favorite artist. They've done a great job keeping their son away from the public, as only a few photos of him are online. It's not too much of a surprise though, because Jennifer has always been quite private with her off-camera life, and didn't even confirm her son's arrival or name until months later. She expressed in the past how she doesn't like talking about motherhood because it's different for everybody, and doesn't want others to feel bad or compare themselves, because everyone experiences it different. And if you're wondering when's the next time you'll see this star on the big screen, you may not have to wait 2 years, but rather expect it soon. She has several upcoming movies, including a true story drama titled Burial Rites, a remake of East of Eden, Zelda, a biopic on Hollywood's talent agent Sue Mengers, a true crime film titled Mob Girl, and even other projects under development. Although No Hard Feelings was her first comedy she starred in, it was enough for me to want her to star in more comedies. She genuinely seems effortlessly funny, and the public seems to love her as well, just as long as they don't see too much of her, or else she might retire from acting altogether. Honestly, the Golden Globes was action-packed, and when I mean action-packed, I mean drama-filled, because a lot happens when you put A-list celebrities together. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were kissing, allegedly saying I love you, and all that, and fans saw this when the commercial break breaks occurred on television. But guess what? It didn't occur on the website. And instead of commercials, they just had cameras on these two doing their thing. Jo Koy was busy roasting celebrities while the public was roasting him. Everyone on TikTok was discussing Jo's joke about Barbie and how they were let down, especially when the main focus of the movie was to tackle thoughts like this. And of course, the whole rumor surrounding Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift gossiping about how Kylie Jenner wouldn't allow Selena to take a photo of her and Timothy, and that has caused the public to be split. Half believe it happened and the other half not so much. And of course the joke Jo made about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, which showed Taylor was far from impressed. Watch out Jo, she's got some bad blood with you now. Anyways, I love watching award shows and all that because you get to see your favorite on-screen characters as their true selves and rock their outfits that everyday people like you and I could probably never afford. And if you watched the Golden Globes this year, what did you think of it? Plus, tell me all your thoughts on Jennifer Lawrence and Robert De Niro and all things like that. And if you made it this far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I really appreciate you watching. I'm Melanie with InformOverload, and I'll be sure to see you next time. Bye bye.